Here's a couple pics of my new body cam setup. I think you FTP guys might like it. I'll try to do some narrating through this thing because the sound quality really isn't the best. Yeah, I threw in some pictures, overhead pictures of the property and stuff. Um, those drone footage, when people do that, oh, that's really cool. I think those drones take some awesome pictures. And um, anyways, I don't have a drone, just the best I can do, but it gives you a little idea of the property and stuff. I'm probably more worried about that little slice of Apple Valley property that I would bet these guys are going to try to claim and say is theirs. But anyways, I'll let the video play out here for a little while. Dave with Outlaw News Now. And this is Friday, February 23rd, 2018. I'm in Apple Valley, Minnesota, auditing a Magellan Pipeline storage facility. I don't think there's no transfer station here or anything like that. I don't remember ever seeing anything coming out of here. Like, I would have to say this place kind of goes unnoticed. It's just kind of tucked away. I mean, I knew it was always here, but a while back I was at the stoplight and I looked over. I couldn't believe all the tanks and stuff they had for storage here, and I didn't know. I guess I kind of questioned what they were doing at the time and checked into it and figured I'd audit them. Gotta love Old Glory. That's the NSP management there. Northern States Power is no longer an entity right now, I guess I would say. It's XL Energy bought them, or they merged with them, or however that works. That place must use a hell of a lot of power to have a substation that big. There's like, NSP's got their own little setup there. I never noticed that. Or I should say XL Energy. Kind of crazy how the wires hum with all that electricity going through it. I had computer problems editing. My computer's not powerful enough to really be doing some hardcore editing, and every time I get going it would crash, and it took me a long time to get this together. This is what I could do. Hopefully I get something better going. It was kind of disappointing, I guess. There's some big ass transmission lines there. So yeah, I don't know what they must have pumps there, a lot of pumps pumping for the pipeline, I guess. I believe that's from what my investigation did, it's a 12-inch refined gasoline pipeline that runs into here. And I did my investigation on the pipeline and stuff. I couldn't believe how many pipelines run through everywhere. They're everywhere. And it's amazing. They like go right through neighborhoods, and you'd yeah, I wouldn't want to have my house on top of one. I know my parents got their houses close to one, and actually where I live, there's one not too far away. The one I live by, I know is a natural gas one. I know there's some crude oil and everything else. This is the property line about of Magellan's, and then over here to the, up ahead is Menards Park, Menards land. Up to a couple of years ago, Menards actually had somebody in there leasing. They were selling cement sewer piping, all different sizes, all different shapes. I was kind of planning on walking up through these woods and stuff, but I don't know. I guess you can't see much over there if you go through them. And I guess the main reason I thought about walking through there is when I came by here the other day, there was some real good beat deer runs coming out of here going across the road. And I guess I'm just curious if there's a bunch of deer back there or not. This cold weather really burns up the battery on the. I mean, I noticed it's the worst on the. Let me stop. Oh, they shut the gate on me here at NSP. You got my boots on. I thought it was gonna be a little slippery out. They shut the gate now. Nobody said nothing to me though. It's an old sign there. It says Williams Pipeline Substation. Electric fence. Stay away from that. So it will be prosecuted by NSP management. I don't think they have no power to do that. They'd like to, I bet. That's a lot of gasoline if that's gasoline storage. It's actually a pretty dangerous place when you think about it. It's how flammable gasoline is. Yeah, I think me editing my way through this with you guys, I like that. See, with that road right out front, I could hardly tell what I was saying as I was walking through. There's a big pump right over there in that shed. I don't know if that's a 12-inch line there. It doesn't look quite like 12 inches, I don't think. It doesn't sound that big, a 12-inch pipe, though, I imagine they could pump a lot of fluid through it. Liquid power. I wonder what that is. Some kind of pump or something, I would imagine. They just walked by it right there. I think is yeah, I don't know if that's a natural gas marking for a pipeline or what. Look how many trees there. I'm surprised they see that tree chipper there. My hands are getting cold. Here's that Apple Valley property I was talking about. There's actually a pipeline going through here. There's a little road up along the fence. I almost fell down here. I got a new windsock on my microphone. I have to do something with the fur. It's getting in the picture every once in a while. That must be the inlet right there. That was a pretty big pipe. I have not seen anybody except them NSP guys. There's a whole shitload of piping and shit there, though. Wonder if this is the same Magellan that does all the GPS stuff. I'm gonna have to give these guys a pass. I mean, I thought there was a couple guys standing out over here. That one thing over there, the white top and the dark bottom looked like a guy. And then over by that shed there, it looked kind of like a guy. But I don't think I see nobody out walking around here. Yeah, I figure if I ain't got her harassed by now, I guess I'm gonna call it a pass. It's amazing these places are huge. I got a refinery kind of lined up to do. It's it's on the river, so it's kind of hard to get around because of it's kind of right. It's right in the middle of a couple little towns, Newport and St. Paul Park, Minnesota. But I'll get to that later. Take care.